It's cold outside, it's nasty, so it's a great day to make some hot chocolate. Really good hot chocolate, I mean really good hot chocolate, does not take that much more time than the stupid packages and boiling water and whatever. And you know, we were in Savannah a few years ago and we found this book, Hot Chocolate by Fred Thompson. Simple little book and a lot of great recipes in here. And what I discovered, oh, Nun's Revenge, fabulous hot chocolate, oh my gosh. And what I learned from this is that the basic ratio that I like and that we like is essentially 2 ounces of chocolate to 4 ounces of milk, or a combination milk, water, or various other liquids, eggnog and whatnot, but we'll talk about that in a second. So that's basically it, 2 ounces of chocolate, 4 ounces of milk. And the types of chocolates that you use really it depends up to you, and it will change the flavors, and a mix of chocolates makes an even better hot chocolate. So let's talk chocolate first. So first of all, for cocoa powder, I love this, I think you say Guittard. This is 100% unsweetened chocolate. So this is like the real deal. It's kind of like, you know, some people do Hershey's too. I like the Guittard more. So this is going to be really, really strong, rich. You probably only want to use a little bit of this in your hot chocolate unless you really, really want to go super dark. I've got your, you know, unsweetened chips here. Look, these are some chocolates from an advent calendar that we just had. Not the best chocolate in the world, but good. A mix of chocolates. H-E-B is a local grocer here in Texas. I got Lindt, I got Ghirardelli, and you know, the higher the number, the less sweet it is. So this is 85%, this is 90%. And then this is a sea salt chocolate. Yeah, salt in chocolate, it's really good. It helps enhance the chocolate flavor. There's a recipe actually came out of here with the Ghirardelli fudge caramel squares. Oh my gosh, so good. Hershey's Kisses, you know, light or dark work. Trader Joe's has a pound plus of chocolate that you can just break up and use. This is amazing. So, you know, the idea is just to mix and match chocolates. And what I'm going to do today, I'm going to add some of these Andes candies, you know, the mint. I'm going to make a mint hot chocolate today is what I'm going to do. So those are even good. Now, beyond that, you know, there is Nutella. And this is the H-E-B Grocer's version of Nutella. So a hazelnut spread makes an amazing hot chocolate. Of course, you got Hershey syrup. Peanut butter. You can put some peanut butter in there. Peanut butter and chocolate, it goes great together. Yes, you can even do it in hot chocolate. Spices. So I got a little vanilla. I've got a coffee extract. Sometimes I'll even make a shot of espresso. I'll put that in there. Of course, cinnamon, maybe some cayenne or some chili pepper. You know, you want to put a little heat in there. You can even put a little bit of hot sauce in it if you want some heat. Salt is really good. I put salt in all of my hot chocolates now. It helps to enhance the chocolate flavor. If you don't want to use sugar, you know, you've got honey, you've got agave, other sweeteners out there. Of course, milk is the classic. This is H-E-B milk. But you know, if you're non-dairy or you don't want to use milk, you know, I've got coconut almond milk here. You got almond milk, you got soy milk, all of those. Those all work as well. And I've even used half and half. Usually what I'll do is like 2 ounces of half and half and 2 ounces of water. And it actually works really, really well. Now, the other thing that you're going to want, especially when you're first starting out, I recommend a scale, a little digital scale so that you can find out, well, what exactly is 2 ounces of chocolate? Because 2 ounces of chocolate changes a little bit depending on the type of chocolate you're using. Like 2 ounces of powder is a lot more chocolate than say 2 ounces of, you know, the chips or 2 ounces of this. So until you get used to what 2 ounces looks like, you might want to go ahead and use some sort of a digital scale. Now for the tools, you're going to want to have some sort of a double boiler. So this is a pot that's got about a ½ inch of water in it. And this is an actual double boiler that sits on top so we can make the hot chocolate right here. Now you can also just use something as simple as a steel bowl. Just drop the steel bowl on there. So if you don't have a true double boiler, make sure you've got a steel bottom bowl and just put it right there, and then you can make your hot chocolate right in there. And then last but not least, you want to have a whisk. So let's make the hot chocolate. Now to show you just how fast and easy this is, we're going to do it in real time. No editing. So watch how fast this is. Here, come on over here. Let's take a look at the scale first. All right, this is my handy dandy little scale here. So I'm going to put in a few of the chips. Let's see, that's ½ an ounce, almost an ounce right there. I got to open up my powder. So I'm going to take a little bit of this cocoa powder. There we go. That's in there. That is almost an ounce now. Here is our Andes mint. So we'll put that one in there. We're not even to an ounce yet. So I'm going to put a second Andes mint. A second Andes mint. So I've got some dark chocolate in there. I've got chocolate chips. I've got dark cocoa powder. And I'm going to add one of these little chocolates from the Advent. I'm still only at an ounce and a half. So I'll put some more chips in there. 1.7, 1.8. I'll go with 1.8 ounces today. All right, there's our chocolate. Come on over. All right, let's get this stood up. Look at this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the light on so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. Lights on. Come on over. There you go. Turn the heat on. We're going to put the heat on nice and high so it starts to boil up underneath there. So I've got just a touch of water in there. I'm going to go ahead and just dump my chocolate right in there. Oh, look at the cute little penguin. Add just 1, 2, 3 shakes of salt. This is just regular salt. Now, while that's getting hot, okay, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to add some milk to a cup. Now, I said about 4 ounces of milk, so I already know that this cup is about 4 ounces. So, let's just go ahead and get this. While this is going on, we are getting the heat running. So there you go. So about 4 ounces right there. And this is going to go into the microwave. Oh, look at that. My light's in the way. So you guys don't have to deal with a light when you're doing it, so you'll be able to do it faster. All right, I'm going to put that on for 50 seconds. 50 seconds. We want the milk nice and hot, because you don't want to put cold milk in with the double boiler. Otherwise, you know, bad things will happen. You just don't really want that. So this is starting to get hot. Let's take a look over here. Come on over here. Doing this all in real time. I'm probably running a clock underneath this too. So let's see, we got the heat on right there. It's coming up. So you don't want the heat right on the chocolate, because it could scald the chocolate and make it, you know, not good. You always want to have indirect heat on the chocolate. So again, I've got cocoa powder in here. We've got some chips in here. I've got Andes chocolate to give it the mint. This is some milk chocolate from an advent calendar thingy that we had. And that's just sitting there. This is 1.8 ounces of chocolate. Our microwave is done. Get the milk out. So now the milk is hot. It's not boiling or anything. I know that on our microwave that about 50 seconds is as hot as I want it to be, as I attempt to get the light back into place. There we go. Voila. All right, what's happening down here? See, it's starting to get hot down here. You can already see that the chocolate is starting to melt. Coming together. And I decided not to put any other spices in this particular hot chocolate, just because I have the Andes mint in there. Make sure you're getting a good view of this. I'm going to move this over just a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah. How's that looking? That's looking really good. So you're watching that clock down there. This should take about, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 minutes to do. Which, if you have to get your package of chocolate out, and then you've got to, you know, get it hot, get the water hot and all that. Look at that. See, that's almost boiling already. So once that is getting to about that stage, I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat down to about medium, because it doesn't have to go crazy. You can see how beautiful this chocolate is getting. Oh, it smells so good. Again, YouTube, smell-o-vision. We need to get smell-o-vision going. Oh, so beautiful. So beautiful. So folks, this is real hot chocolate. It's so simple. Now, if you have kids, you may have to put some sugar. You notice I did not add any sugar to this whatsoever, because there's plenty of sugar in the mint. And then there's going to be a little bit of sugar in that milk chocolate one that I threw in there to offset the richness of the dark chocolate. Obviously, the darker the chocolate, you know, the higher that number, the less sweet it's going to be. So this is, you know, a somewhat rich and probably considered bitter chocolate here. Now, if you have kids, you're probably going to use more milk chocolate. You might even put a teaspoon or so of sugar. Okay, now that the chocolate looks like this, I'm just going to go ahead and dump the milk right in. Again, it's nice and hot, so the chocolate doesn't suddenly just harden up or anything. So now I'm just going to whisk it in. Oh man, the mint smells great. Now that the milk is in there, all we're doing is just heating this up now. So the milk is already nice and hot. But yeah, if you have kids, you're gonna have to experiment. And you might need to make it a little bit sweeter for them. I like a nice, rich, dark chocolate. All right, that's looking good. Feels nice and hot. Let's move the camera back. All right. All right, so maybe you can see me, maybe you can, but, oh, and we're crooked too. Sorry about that. All right, so we've got hot chocolate. I am not left-handed, but here we go. Look at that. So we can stop the clock, however long that just took. We can stop the clock on that. I know you're still a little crooked there, but so that was it. That was a mint hot chocolate that I just made. Oh, so pretty, right? So pretty. Here, I'm gonna grab, look at that. Is that not pretty or is that not pretty? Oh, yeah. Oh, so good. So good. I like rich, dark chocolate. So just very dark chocolate with basically a hint of mint. Even though I put the 2 Andes candies in there, basically has a hint of mint. So again, we were influenced by this particular book. I highly recommend that you all go get it if you want to learn to make really good hot chocolate in the home. You can see some of these pictures on the back. It's crazy. And that took however much time you just saw on the bottom. Literally, we haven't done any editing in this. You just saw that all in real time. So hey, if you like that recipe or you like what we're doing here at Where's Walter, please subscribe. I got recipes on here. We got travel advice. We've got drinks. Make a lot of cocktails. Oh, that's the one thing I forgot. Hold on. Now, you wouldn't do this with the kids, but for adults, oh, nice praline liqueur, or you got Baileys, you got all kinds of things that you could slip into this thing. I don't know how pralines and mint taste, but let's see. Ooh, I feel like Buddy the Elf. Ooh, let's see what happens. That works. That works. So yeah, for you adults out there, you can add a little splash of a liqueur in there. But hey, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and stay with us for more recipes and travel tips and all kinds of other weird stuff. Happy drinking.